Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Zach with Money Pit RC. Today's video, we are going to be talking about a new product that I'm super excited for, and finally somebody has made it. We're going to be talking about this Injora skid plate. This video might be boring, but keep watching if you want. So we're going to be talking about this. It is a forward and reverse aluminum skid plate for the SCX24s. Finally, someone's made one in aluminum. A whole bunch of people do make these, but they are 3D printed, and I make my own skid plates when I 3D print them. Sometimes they'll turn out good, sometimes they won't. Finally, we have an aluminum option. So we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna install it, and probably just throw in some driving clips on the bench, just because why not? So before I get this out of the bag, I do wanna show you that I did print a couple of skid plates. They are the reversible kind, so you can have the motor either which way. They are nice, but when you have to pre-drill, and then when you go a little bit too tight, it just strips out the 3D print, all that. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm really happy that Injora finally came out with the aluminum option. So we're gonna get this thing opened up. Nothing real special. It's just a skid plate, honestly. So I don't even know why I'm making a full video on it. But it's just because I want to. Beautiful quality. I really like the machine work. Nice little Injora logo on the side. It is a lot flatter than the other ones. There you go. Here's just like a basic Injora one, and here is the new one. So I do like how it's flat. This one kind of has like a raised part for the motor, but this one's all flat. So that should honestly help having less stuff to hit. But that one actually had to flip backwards, so that one's actually backwards on the Duff build. So right here you can see this is a stock SCX24 skid plate. The transmission mounts on this side. This is one that I had to flip upside down because I needed the motor to go in the other way. Oh, there you go. So this is one that I had to flip upside down. You can see the notches over here. As that one, it is the opposite. So when you install this, it still has a raised edge for the front. So you're gonna install the skid plate exactly the same way as the stock one. But the reversal part is it has the notches on both sides. So you can flip the motor around either way, and you don't have to actually flip around the whole skid plate, which is super cool. That's gonna save you a whole bunch of time. If you want to just swap out motors or transmissions, you don't have to take off all the links just to swap out the skid plate or change it whichever way you want. The skid plate stays, the motor and transmission is what swaps. So that is cool. So since I had to flip it around for the Duff build, this skid plate is going to get installed on the Duff build so I can have it back proper which way. So I'm working on this right now, and I just want to say, when you're installing this, make sure you use the supplied hardware. The black stock SCX24 screws, the heads are a little bit too big, so they give you these stainless steel screws. The heads are a little smaller. Just when you're installing these high clearance links, the bolts go actually into the skid plate down here. So make sure you use the supplied hardware so it can go into the actual skid plate when you're tightening these. We got it installed, had no issues getting it installed. Don't know what that was, but there it is. I really like how flat it is. I think I'm going to start buying these from now on just because of the flatness. It's really nice. Tucked up in there really good. So the only thing I have to say is when installing the skid plate, for the bolts or the screws that go in for these high clearance links, doesn't matter if they're high clearance or not, but the bolts that go in through here, make sure you use the supplied ones, because the stock ones, the heads are just a little bit too big and they won't go in the channel. So just make sure you use the supplied hardware and you should be good to go. Other than that, I had no issues installing it. Like always, great quality, great fitment. And I love how I can reverse this motor forward and back, whichever way I want, and I don't need to take all the links off of the skid plate to do that. So the only reason I installed it in this one is because I had to flip the skid plate because my motor has to sit in the back because it hits my battery tray. And then on full lock or on full droop, the motor actually hit my servo. So that's why I had to flip it around, but no issues here. So just for fun, I'm gonna give you a couple running clips of the Duff on the crawler tracks. So make sure you smash the like button. That's dumb. But you can hit the like button if you want. So I'll leave a link in the description box below of the skid plate and the crawler tracks because they're awesome and they're coming out with a whole bunch of new ones. So stay tuned for that. You got a little bonus teaser, you got some rocks actually in there. Anyway, I'll leave a link in the description box below of the skid plate and of the crawler tracks where you can get a set of those. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. You know I enjoy reading through all your feedback. If you guys want to see any other products, I'll do a simple little short video kind of like this. So let me know in the comments below of what you guys want to see. Catch you guys in the next video.